Hello, everybody. My name is Austin, and hey, today I want to talk to you about the new 6-star, the whole promotion thing, right? I want to talk to you about the new promotion system that was implemented a couple weeks ago in E7, and I want to talk about it. I know I'm a little bit late, right? I am a bit late, but you know what? Who gives a fuck, right? If you like watching somebody explain shit to you for the 100th time, then you're in the right place, everybody. You're in the right place. So, I want to talk about a couple things, right? Before we explain about, what the new system is and, what this fucking crap shit is, right? We first got to talk about, we got to first talk about the old system. So, what was the old system? So essentially, what the old system was, right? What the old system was you had this thing called Phantasmas, right? As you can see here, a Mega Phantasma, a Giga Phantasma, and a Terra Phantasma, I believe. Those were the three Phantasmas. Or as we, the community, like to call them, we like to call them Doggos, right? Doggos. So essentially, what Doggos were, they were essentially a replacement for heroes, right? Because you need, let's say three stars to promote a maxed out 3-star to become a 4-star, and you need four stars to max out a maxed 4-star to make a 5-star. You know what I mean? And you need five stars to max out a maxed out 5-star, and etc. Right? You don't want to waste it on heroes, right? You don't want to waste it on just random shit. So that's why these things are available, right? These things are like heroes, but they're replacements, right? They're not actually heroes. They're just replacements. So that way you don't have to actually use heroes to actually, promote shit, right? To promote shit, you just use these guys instead, right? You use these guys instead, and that's how the system worked, right? Oh, you want to promote something to, like I said, like a 4-star, right? Well, then you need three stars, and then obviously the maxed out 3-star that you want to promote to a 4-star, right? That was the old system. But anyway, now that I explained to you the old system, let's talk about the new system. Let's talk about it, right? Let's talk about it. So the new system, it has a lot of complexity. It really does. It has a lot of complexity. It's wild. It's zany. It's wacky. It's all over the place. And as a new player, I think the game will probably introduce you how the system works. So as a new player, you're probably not going to be confused. But for anybody who's like a veteran and who just doesn't give a shit about reading, and you're like, OMG, what the fuck is this new system? I'm gonna explain it to you guys, because you guys are probably gonna be confused and are gonna be like, what? Well, what happened to Doggo? Why is it flowers now? Well, joke's on you, right? Joke's on you. Joke's on you, son. PETA got involved, and and SG was like, OMG, we don't like that. We don't support animal cruelty. We don't support animal cruelty. So, why don't instead of animals being consumed to people, why don't we just have plants, flowers being consumed by people, But anyway, that was just a joke. Yeah, that was just a joke. But anyway, let's explain the system. I'm not gonna pull you up the conversion rate, right? I'm not gonna pull you up the conversion rate because I'm lazy, and you can look that up yourself. I cannot be bothered. But I'll explain to you the simple premise of how this shit works. So essentially, instead of dogs, you have this shit. So you have lesser spirit blooms, greater spirit blooms, and epic spirit blooms. So think of the lesser spirit blooms as your mega phantasmas. Think of your greater spirit blooms as your giga phantasmas, and think of your epic spirit blooms as your black doggos, right? And you have these, right? You have these, and so you want to upgrade, let's say Ravi to a 6-star, right? So you just put you just put that shit in, right? You put that shit in, boom, right? You put that shit. I have 8 of these, so let's get her to 6-star. How about it, guys? How about it? Oh, so what happens if we don't have enough of these epic spirit blooms? So it takes whatever you have, right? Whatever you accumulate, and it promotes it. It converts it for you. So I don't have 20, right? I don't have 20 epic spirit blooms, right? I don't have 20. But, because I have other shit, then I could convert those other blooms and turn them into, I can turn them into epic spirit blooms, right? I can turn them into epic spirit blooms because, because I have enough to convert, that shit. So, for 12 epic spirit blooms, right? Because I'm missing 12, I can auto-select this, and it can convert 195 lesser spirit blooms and 21 greater spirit blooms into 12 epic spirit blooms. So that's how you get a lot of these blooms, is by conversion. Because let's be real here, we'll explain the stigma part later, but let's just say that these things are kind of annoying to get. These things are kind of annoying to get compared to doggos. Let's be real here. Because let's look at the pricing. Let's look at the pricing, right? Let's look at the pricing. So we go over to Sanctuary, right? We go over to Sanctuary. I'm not gonna rant about the other shit, but we might as well rant about this stuff, right? So, Spirit Wells. Look at this. As an old player coming back, you'll probably be like, Austin, why is everything giga inflated, right? Why is everything so fucking expensive? And why the fuck do you have so much stigma? Well, before we can explain the promotion system, before we can explain any of that shit, we have to talk about stigma inflation. So, we all know how stigma, you'd get like a couple hundred, right? You get like a couple hundred at best, or you get like 20, 30 or some shit. You usually don't get much. Stigma. Back in the day, before this update. Now, if you, let's see. Now you get hundreds of stigma, right? Now you get a shitload of stigma. And they recently got rid of the penguin system, I believe. So anything you farm, every time you farm, you're not getting penguins, you're getting stigma. So let me show you for example, right? Let's say we were to fight or something. Let's say I have to actually pull up a side story. But anyway, regardless, you know how you used to get penguins, right? You know how you used to get penguins for shit? Because like every time you would do a run, you would get penguins. Here, I think this is a better one. I think it will show you penguins, I believe. Yes, here we go. It's the stigma collection device. This used to be penguins, right? This used to be penguins. You would collect penguins. But no, we don't collect penguins here anymore. Instead, we collect stigma. So this is how the stigma inflation works. Everything is like 10 times the price now, right? With stigma, right? Everything's like 10 times the price now. Everything is 100 times the price. But just like inflation in real life, so does our money, right? Everything costs a lot now, but we also make a lot of money now, right? You understand where I'm going with this? This is what we call stigma inflation, just like the economy, just like real life, inflation goes up, prices go higher, but we also get paid more. You know what I mean? That type of shit. So instead of penguins, we're getting stigma. And that's how you're able to fuel your ambitions, I suppose. That's how you're able to fuel your desires for blooms. So if you want more blooms, you gotta participate in farming stigma, which I guess replaces penguins. So you get all this stigma, right? Because of this stigma inflation. You get these spirit shit. You get these blooms. And you get 6 stars. And apparently, Smilegate is like, you'll definitely get more 6 stars doing this, son. So, plus enjoy this new system. But, fuck this new system. I want the old doggo system back. Alright, I'm a boomer. I'm an E7 boomer. What can I say? I'm an E7 boomer. But whatever. This is a tutorial, right? This is a tutorial on how to like upgrade shit. So you understand how to farm spirit blooms now, right? You understand how to farm spirit blooms. You understand how to get spirit blooms. You understand how the conversion works, right? You understand how that shit works, right? You understand all that? You understand that? If you don't understand that, let me know down in the comments down below, right? You understand how that shit works. So, let's say if I were to upgrade this, right? Get this to fucking 6-star, right? Yeah. Is it worse or is it better, right, than the old system? Well, there are some drawbacks and there are some positives, I feel, right, about this new system. So let's talk about the positives of this new system. Let's talk about it, right? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, right? It's just a nice positive. So we know how this shit works now. We know how this shit works, right? We know how to farm it. We know how to get it. We know how to all that. We know everything now, right? We know everything. So what are the positives of the spirit bloom thing? Well, first off, if you farm a lot, you'll get a lot of 6-stars for sure. Because you're gonna rack up a lot of stigma, right? You're gonna rack up a lot of stigma inflation. You're gonna acquire a lot of 6-stars, 100%. Now penguins, that's gonna be hard to get, right? That's gonna be a lot harder to get because penguins are gone now. Penguins are literally gone now. So the only way to get penguins now, I believe, is just to get XP or some shit. Just get XP traditionally. Actually, how much fucking penguins do I have anyway? Let's see. Yeah, not much. I used to have a shitload of penguins. Oh. I think I realized just now by making this video. I understand. They want stigma for everything. Okay. So you don't get penguins anymore. You just get them through inflation. You get them through the inflated prices, right? You get more penguins because the price stays the same, but you have more currency. So, once again, this is about economics, right? Typically, when inflation is going up, right? When prices go up, so does your earnings go up to match that, right? That's why your currency becomes more worthless every fucking year. That's why prices are fucking higher and higher and higher every year. But so what Smilegate is doing, right? It's what Smilegate is doing is that they're keeping the prices the same for penguins. So that way you can buy more penguins with stigma, right? You can buy more penguins with stigma, which means this is what we call what is it? Like the good part of inflation, where the prices stay the same, but but you have more currency anyway. You have more money to spend anyway. But we all know how in real life, right? How if you get more money, chances are price will go up because that's how economics works, right? That's how economics works. If you're getting higher wages, the economy the economy will want to produce more higher prices. So businesses will start charging more because you start earning more. But in this case, this is what we call the good part of inflation, because our wages are becoming higher, but the prices of the penguins are the same. So you're still going to get a lot of penguins because we have a lot of increased currency. You know what I mean? We have a lot of increased money. So essentially, if you want to understand, I guess like spirit blooms and shit, you have to understand how economics works. And if you don't know how economics works, then you're gonna hate the system. But if you know how the economy works and how inflation works, then chances are you're gonna enjoy the system. Because stigma is inflated. Yes, definitely. It's definitely inflated. You're gonna get more, which means essentially this benefit is slightly better than the original system. It's slightly better, right? It's slightly better. it's slightly better. The only, I'd say, like, positive thing about Spirit Blooms is that you get more penguins. You get more penguins. I would say so. I'm gonna be honest. You get more penguins because the price has stayed the same and you have increased more stigma, which means you get more penguins out of doing this shit. But for like for Spirit Blooms and Phantasmas, I mean, I guess you slightly get 6 stars faster, but I haven't tried that out yet. I've only tried out the Spirit Bloom stuff, not Spirit Bloom, but the Stigma stuff for penguins. But I'm guessing it's slightly better in that regard, that you get more Spirit Blooms than Phantasmas, which I guess in turn will help you get more 6 stars. But yeah, too long didn't watch. It hit your economics class. Because this is what we call stigma inflation, right? That's what it is. That's what it is. Stigma inflation. You know what I mean? If you understand economics, you'll understand how the system works. That's how it is. My name's been Austin, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.